everyone, a very warm welcome to WS Cube Tech. So guys, in this session we will be starting our new topic, that is MongoDB. We will be talking about what is MongoDB and we will be discussing what are its benefits with the Python, why do we use it, and then from our next session we will be starting working on it. First of all, talking about MongoDB. So DB over here is already telling you that it is a database. Mongo is a database basically. Then what are all its features? Because we have already covered SQLite and we have also covered MySQL. Now what is this MongoDB? Let's discuss that. So guys, MongoDB is one of the most popular NoSQL database. Now what does this NoSQL database means over here? Let's understand that. Like in SQL, what happens when we send any data, they goes in the format of rows and columns. That means we need to create a table first. Inside the table we have columns and every new data gets inserted in a new row, right? But here we do not create any rows. Like for example, if I just give you an example here, if I talk about the SQL database, here we have like serial number, we have the name, then we have the age, and then we have maybe other thing, for example, marks of the student, and all these things are there. Like we have one, the name is let's say John, then the age is let's say 13, marks is let's say 90, then we on number 2 we get David, then we have his age as 15, the marks are let's say 87. This is how we get the data in the SQL languages. But at the same time, if I talk about MongoDB, in MongoDB the data gets stored in the format of a document. So here also it is given that MongoDB stores data in JSON-like documents. Now what is JSON-like? Just like how in JSON we talked about that the data goes in the format of a dictionaries. Similarly, here also the data goes in the format of a dictionaries, in the format of a document over here. So here it is not limited to any horizontal limit. Suppose like what happens when we create a table. In table, if we want to give any extra data, for example, let's say for David, I also have the data for the fees. I want to add fees data, but now the fees column is not only there. But at the same time in MongoDB, what happens, because we started with the help of a dictionary, every data for a different student gets stored in a different area over there. So you can provide with as many columns you want, as many rows you want, and whatever data you want to give. So you can provide whatever you want. There is no horizontal limit basically. So this is what MongoDB is. MongoDB does not store data in the table or relational format, rather provide a different mechanism for storage and retrieval of data. So not just for the storing of data, but even if you want to retrieve the data, for that also we have a different approach than MySQL or SQLite. So MongoDB stores data in JSON-like documents. That's why MongoDB offers high speed, high availability, and high scalability. So MongoDB is used even more than MySQL at times, and it serves with high speed, high scalability, and a lot of people prefer it as it is a free source as well. Moving ahead and talking about why we should opt for MongoDB and what is the combination of MongoDB and Python, let's have a look on that. So it supports hierarchy data structure. So we have, let's say if I talk about the documents, we can send the data in the format of a document. It supports associate arrays like dictionaries in Python. So simply in Python, the dictionary is very simple thing that we have a key and we have a value. These key value pairs get stored in the format of a document inside the MongoDB. Built-in Python drivers to connect Python applications, so we do not have to do anything. All we need to do is install PyMongo, and just like how we connect with the MySQL, how we connect with the SQLite, similarly here we need to set up a connection between the database and our program. Next, it is designed for big data. So if you have a big data over here means that if you have a lot of information, a lot of raw data you have, or if you want to store a huge amount of data, in that case we can use MongoDB. And also lastly, the deployment of MongoDB is very easy. So these are some key features of MongoDB. I hope you have got a little idea that what MongoDB is and how we can relate it with the Python. Now in our next session we will be talking about how to install MongoDB. So we will be installing MongoDB along with its Compass, and we'll see how does it works. So I hope you guys have no doubts and no questions. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.